like him. By the way, the same guy would get upset if a cop pulled him over for speeding if the cop was hiding. They're indignant. Where were you behind that bush? That's not fair. It's a speed trap. What kind of backwood, toothless hillbillies are you? You just sit around waiting for people to break the law so you can give them a ticket? God! I'm gonna live in some crazy backwood town. They give you a ticket every time you break the law. Ridiculous. But it's not a true sign because no one sees it as something they're supposed to obey. See, Florida's an interesting state because you have all these amazing diversities. You go up in the Panhandle, it's like Georgia. It's south, it's southern, right? I saw 12 deer crossing signs up there, which is ironic because I just counted 13 dead deer. Sign was lying. And it said, deer tried crossing. Deer took a shot. Deer made a feeble attempt to get across. But it worked. No, deer crossing. No, they didn't. Didn't even get close. No deer crossed here. And it's never a good deer, by the way. It's never a deer you want. It's always a little deer, like a doe. Little girl deer doe. Isn't that a sweet name? Give girl deers a good name. Doe. Fawn. Fawn. Buck. It's a man word. By the way, have you ever noticed you never see a big 5-point buck hit on the side of the road? Never! Because they've learned how to let their family go first. Survive as a man by figuring out the rules. Because they had to. Because nobody helps these poor deer. They're just carcasses laying on the side of the road. Nobody stops to help them. Nobody stops. I don't see anybody giving any mouth to snout resuscitation. Nothing's happening. No little deer heart to... Nothing. They're just dead on the side of the road and nobody thinks it's unusual. Where else could you have a body on the side of a road and find that as normal? Man, if you were a deer serial killer, you could get away with murder. Just lay him on the side of the road, nobody will think twice. But this poor big buck, he's never there, just the little ones. Because he had to figure it out. Hello! Deer crossing. All right, son, let's try this. Come on, let's go a little bit further down, sweetheart, shall we? All right, sweetie, see if you can make it a... All right, I'm going to stay on this side this year, I think. I'm going to have to get me a new wife next season. Deer crossing. No, dead deer. It was a lie, that sign. There's another one. There's another lie I saw in Atlanta, Georgia. I was driving through Atlanta, Georgia, and the radio came on and gave me a news story of something that had just happened in Atlanta. They had a sign up in Atlanta, in the actual freeways, that they had to remove by writ of law because it offended someone. You ready for this? I'm going to tell you the name of the sign that someone was offended by and had that be removed. Men at work. Now, we've all seen that sign for decades, and no one ever thought twice. There was no victim here. But suddenly there was. And I believe in truth. So first off, before I even get further along in this story, let's just be truthful. The sign, men at work, was never accurate. That said, some men at work. The others looking at me.